Hey, what's up guys? Really excited to be showing you the brand new Shimano Teramar XX. I have 3 models to show you today. First thing about the new Teramar XX is that they're completely different than the old ones. They have Spiral X technology. So what that is, just basically it is a multi-layer carbon tape, and what you need to know is it makes the rod lighter, stronger, more powerful, and more sensitive. So a couple things about this rod: cork handle, nice low profile reel seat. I really like this. It does have the hook keeper right above the cork and has single foot guides, and these are really good for casting braided line. This is the 7.5 foot medium heavy, and this is the Northeast version. The exact model number I'll put in the video, but it is the TXECX70MH. Again, medium heavy, 7.5 foot. And I have this Rebel Jumping Minnow, about a 1/2 ounce lure. I just want to show you, the rod has a fast taper. It's not a flimsy tip. You don't want that, especially when you're throwing top water. I just want to show you, this is going to cast really well. Really impressed with that cast. And when I work it, I could see the rod. It's very responsive. Again, you don't want a rod that has a real slow taper or too soft of a tip. So I can see when I twitch this rod tip, the bait's responding to it. Very sensitive. I have a lot of feel in the rod. So I'm really impressed with just the weight of the rod, how light it is, and the power it has. And I want to go ahead and throw on a heavier lure. So this is my first time casting a 2 ounce top water plug on here, which is a pretty heavy lure for such a rod that's so light in your hand. But I can see in the tip, this is not making the tip fold over. Okay, so I think this is going to cast this 2 ounce plug really well. Yeah, the rod has really good recoil in the cast. Again, it's real sensitive, and that's a pretty impressive range to be able to throw 1/2 ounce up to a 2 ounce plug. So I think this is going to be a great rod for throwing soft plastics too. Super light, super sensitive. So this is really impressive. Okay, the next Teramar XX is the heavy version. This rod I'm really excited about for striped bass fishing up in the Northeast. This is going to be a great rod for throwing big top waters, throwing live eels, and targeting bigger fish. I have a Shimano Saragossa 6000 on it. Again, very lightweight in the hand. And let me just get you this model number. This is the TXNSX70MH. So it's a 7 foot medium heavy. Now compared to the other rod, this has more power. Still lightweight in the hand, but this rod still has a sensitive tip, but I could really feel a lot more backbone and power in this rod. The cork tape cork grip, the foregrip right here has a contour to it, so it feels really nice in your palm of your hand. Has the hook keeper, and it does start with a double foot guide and then goes to single foot guides. And let's cast this. I mean, this is a 2 ounce top water plug, and I could tell this is just gonna launch it. I mean, you really can't throw a plug any further than that. Super sensitive. Again, they really hit the taper of the rod perfect. It's responsive. The lure responds as I'm twitching it. It's not, you don't want to fish a lot of top waters and jerk baits. You don't want a real slow taper because they're just going to fold over as you're working your lure. And also not too stiff either. And this is just in that sweet spot. I really like this rod. I'm going to go ahead and throw a 9-inch lure on. We're just going to throw this giant top water right here. I just want to see how this casts. Yeah, I can feel this is gonna go really well. Yeah, so the rod still has plenty of power to throw a big 9-inch topwater like that. And still lightweight in your hand, which is really important when you're working topwater. You can't have a real heavy rod as you're just gonna fatigue out. And the last Teramar XX I have for you is out of the Southeast version, and this is the TXECC70H. So this is a 7-foot heavy action rod. I have a Shimano Teramar 14 on here. One thing you'll notice, again, nice cork grips on it. Butt section is a little bit shorter in this rod. It does have the trigger grip here. Still a lightweight rod. And what I'm looking to do with my conventional is fish live bait. I'm gonna fish live bunker. This rod has power to it. I think it would be good for live bait fishing. I have a few sinkers here. I'm just gonna show you how they feel. So this is a 6-ounce sinker. I think this would also be a really good rod for black fishing or tautog fishing, bottom fishing. Yeah, it's good with that 6-ounce weight. I don't think I'm gonna be hanging a 16-ounce weight off this rod. I can already tell, but I think it'll handle. This is a 8-ouncer. You know, I don't want the rod tip to fold over either, and this is still hanging this. This is hanging an 8-ounce sinker off that, and that's perfect. That's what you're looking for right there. And let's just go ahead and put a 12-ounce on there. Up in the Northeast, we have really strong currents, so I do use all the way up to 16 ounces. I mean, even with the 12, you know, you could start to see that tip is starting to bend a bit. I think I could still fish up to probably about 10 ounces on this rod. It's a nice lightweight rod. I think it'll be a really good rod for bottom fishing and for some live bait fishing. I'm looking forward to checking out the heavier version of this, which will be the heavy action in the Northeast version, which I don't have yet, but stay tuned for that.